Hey, Dr. Andra here on the Health Drive. Today we have Anita, who is an immigration lawyer and who has a very interesting story to tell about losing baby weight, getting your pre-pregnancy body back, which is a huge challenge for women. And also the complexities of culture and social media pressure in ladies having to return to their pre-baby self as soon as possible. So let's listen to Anita's story and how she regained her pre-baby body, mind, soul. Anita. Well, hello and welcome. I'm going to get you hooked up here. So you bet yourself belted. Anita, welcome to the Health Drive. You safely clicked in there.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll put that there. That should work. I'm up on the outside actually. There we go. Perfect. Great. Well, welcome to the Health Drive.
Thank you.
You see, I've got my rig, everything's set up. Gonna get moving here. The first thing to say is, wow, what a transformation.
I know, I saw you quite a while ago now for the last, when we spoke last time.
I mean, the question everyone is going to ask is, what have you done? But we'll come to that in some detail. But really, that is quite a transformation, because how long is it now since the babe was born?
Just over a year now. She's, 2 years almost. She's 2 in December now.
Yeah. So, and what we're talking really about is how you can change and get your self-identity back after a baby and all the complexities. I've got a wife, we've had 2 kids. I've sort of seen how you need to transform, but I don't really know what it's like to go through it. You absolutely do. So, I mean, you're a busy lady. You have, how many children do you have? 2 children. You are an immigration specialist.
Yes.
That's right. And you have a baby, and it's meant to be the most amazing time of your life. It's all sparkles and celebrations and balloons and cards and shopping trips to buy this and this and a perfectly behaving baby. But it's a very complicated situation, isn't it? So tell me.
It's not all cards and balloons. Well, not for me anyway. It wasn't for me. It was quite tough because I had a C-section. I'd put a lot of weight on. So it took me quite a while to, like 6 months after the baby was born, I was like, I need to do something for myself because I want to go back to being my old self, the way I was before I had the baby. So that's when I actually came to the clinic. In terms of, it was for weight loss initially, but then the supplements helped me with other areas which I will talk about. So basically, to start with, first I used the Manjaro pen for 4 months with the supplements that the clinic does, and then I lost all my weight, but I still continued to use the supplements which have helped me maintain my weight. But I also take the supplements just not for weight, because I find that they also help me sleep, and my energy levels are still up when I use the supplements. If I don't use the supplements, I realise that my energy levels do dip and I don't sleep as well as I do while I'm taking the supplements.
So I guess there's a point whereby you decide to make a change.
Yes.
And he says a few months after the baby is born, you're thinking, what was it that had changed that you were looking to address? You mentioned weight was one part of it.
My energy levels, and it's just, I thought if I don't look after myself, I can't look after my children. So I've got the baby and I've got a 5-year-old. So if my energy levels were low, I found it difficult to look after the children. So I thought maybe I'll start with my weight loss, start looking after myself, and then see how it goes. And like I said, the supplements help with the weight loss and my energy levels.
And was this a difficult choice? Because you have to go from being a mum caring for 2 to then, on some level, putting yourself a bit further forward. So, I mean, had you lost some of your identity in those 6 months after the baby was born?
Yes.
Did you feel that you were not Anita?
No, I was just a mum, because I was also on mat leave. I'm a solicitor. I wasn't working. It was just like whatever I did was for the children. I had to put them first, and then I was like, I can't keep putting them first. I have to put myself first as well and go back to looking after myself.
But that's quite difficult.
I felt really bad, just that little bit of time that I'd spend on my own, like going to the gym. I was like, oh, I'm neglecting the children. It's the mom guilt kicks in, but then you have to do it for them you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your children as well, because you can only look after them if you're well enough yourself.
You're thinking about long term. You want to be as fit and healthy with the kids, moving with the kids, not short of breath trying to keep up.
Exactly.
With them.
My two just run around all the time. They don't sit still.
And were there barriers to you being a bit selfish, finally prioritising
yes,
yourself?
so I'm
what sort of
Pakistani,
things?
so the cultural thing, why are you spending time on yourself? Why are you going to the gym? You're neglecting the children. You should be at home with the children. So there was all those barriers because of the culture that I come from.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's lots of support in that culture.
Yeah.
But maybe sometimes it's not quite angled towards the mum.
It's
and the mum
about the
finding
children, yes.
herself. It's very much the children.
Yes.
Because there's a role that you have to play in that community that I imagine it's quite specific about how you.
Yes.
I mean, it's like meal times, because that's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
what is there in most English Pakistani households the evening meal is quite a big thing.
It is, yeah.
Tell us a bit about that. About what is the usual?
I don't do the usual anymore since I've started losing the weight. I can't. So it's like you have to have a curry prepared for the evening for the children, and it's expected that it's there. But I don't. Since I've lost weight, I don't eat the curries anyway, and I try to do it different. So my children, they're eating a lot healthier because the curries have a lot of oil, butter, and all that in it, so that doesn't help.
Is that the idea that mum is cooking for hours? She's making chapati, she's making...
Yeah, so those curries like take good 2-3 hours, so it's like you're spending a lot of time making them.
I really hope you're enjoying our chat with Anita, and we'll be back after this short message. Hi, Dr. Andre here. Well, thanks for watching the Health Drive, and check out our all-natural supplement range, Optimum Day and Night. Now, thousands of people in the UK, the USA and beyond have been using the Oxford Natural supplements to get better sleep, better energy and better overall well-being. Optimum Day, which I always use, is designed to boost energy, to curb cravings, and to keep your metabolism firing all day. Optimum Night, well, that's different. That helps you to relax, to sleep deeply, and to restore while your body is recharging overnight. Now, they aren't magic pills. They are a science-based way to help you feel your best. We've had such great results. Check out Michael Owen, the England footballer, Robbie Lyle from AFTV, Linda, a PI lawyer, Anita, an immigration lawyer, and Owen from United View. All of them have found better control of their daily habits, better mood, energy, focus. And now it's your turn. So scan the QR code, click the link, and use the code word DRIVE for 70% off your first order. Oxford Natural. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Let's get to it. And so it's difficult then to break that tradition and not have this mega meal.
Everyone is like, oh, you don't cook at home. I was like, I do cook at home. I just don't cook curries. I make healthier stuff for myself and the children.
Yeah. Not that curry has to be always an unhealthy meal. I mean, there's a way maybe of adjusting, making it not quite so...
but with the oil, etc. But my children actually refuse to eat it.
It's not, I'm from an Anglo-Indian family, and it's a very similar cultural idea. My family were from Calcutta, and there is this focus, and it's almost like every meal has to be like a wedding gala meal. You know, the heaviest thing, almost just to keep all the guests slow and
like
to slow them down.
Meal. Every meal has to be like a 3-course meal.
Yeah. So then you've got to break out from that, and then also you said the role of mother, always being seen to be a mother all the time and not maybe taking this time for yourself and going to the gym because you mentioned weight, didn't you, and not feeling like yourself. And I often think, is it like wearing a mum suit? You know, it's like this suit that you're still wearing.
And it's just it is a mum suit because you wear it and then like the way you dress reflects that. I've realised as well. So you think you're a mum, you don't need to dress nicely, you just put on whatever. But I found that since I've started losing the weight, I've started caring better for myself in terms of how I dress, etc. as well.
And you dress in what a fairly, to be invisible, you dress to sort of hide size. Is that what you mean, or would you just?
Yeah. Before I wear baggy clothes, so you couldn't see that I had a big fat belly and I was fat. But now, since I've lost the weight, I've started wearing clothes that are not hiding my body. So I started the weight loss journey with the clinic, and the next now I'm actually having some surgery next week. So that's the end of me. Well, not the end of me looking after myself, but that's the last stage that I need to do for myself, and then carry on with my healthy habits.
Yeah. I think, and you mentioned about getting more control.
Yes.
Did you feel a bit out of control? Did you feel that you weren't in control of the next month or 2 months before you went on to a program? Did you feel that it was all a bit beyond you?
Yes. So it was like I wasn't in control of what was happening. But the program, I have to say, helped me a lot. Even with my mentally, it just wasn't like a physical transfer.
Well, tell us think sort of for a second about what your mindset was in the most difficult time. What sort of things were going through your head at that time?
So it was just like, the way I looked at myself, I felt down all the time. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I felt low. Like my confidence was low because of how I looked. I wouldn't actually even go out much after having this baby because of the way I looked. I just couldn't be bothered. I felt sluggish. But I found, like I said, after I've started losing the weight, I've become more confident. I'm more outgoing.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So when confident, because it's these connections, isn't it? If you're consistent with a treatment or therapy or decision making, then things start to come online again, don't they? They don't all come at once.
Yeah, they don't. Yes.
And you mentioned losing weight, and the injectables can be so good for that because they can be kickstarters.
Yes.
But expense-wise, some side effect-wise, they're not things we can always use.
I've not actually had any
term.
side effects.
You're lucky in that sense.
No side effects. It helped me quite a lot at the start, but then, like I said, I stopped it, and the supplements have helped me continue losing weight and maintaining it.
Yeah. So you came to see Dr. Sam after about 6 months after the baby.
Yes,
and to the clinic and had to talk about what options there are, because there's more than one option for weight loss. There's supplementation by itself.
Yes.
There are injectables. There are better control of diet, exercise.
Yes.
Generally, intake tends to be the most important thing.
Yeah, so all that, Dr. Sam advised me of all this, the diet, the exercise, and the supplements, the injectables. So I actually asked for injectables just to give my weight loss journey a kick start. But then, like I said, the supplements have been great.
Because once you can lose weight with a weight loss jab, it doesn't always improve things like sleep. It can irritate sleep. It can make it a little bit worse. You can feel quite fatigued, tired, and less inclined. So the supplementation is quite useful there because it does help with deeper sleep.
Yes, it does, definitely.
Because with a young baby, when sleep is out of kilter, then not much can go right. Because sleep activates ghrelins, which trigger hunger, and suppresses leptins, which create a fullness. So you found when sleep gets back on board, you start to feel a lot better.
Feeling a lot better, yes.
Yeah, because then you can actually start to plan doing things. You wake up in the morning with more energy, and so then maybe you actually go to the gym. Did you have a particular exercise routine that you...
Yes, so I started doing personal training session twice a week. I'll do 3 now with my personal trainer. So I said to her, because I've had 2 C-sections, I've lost weight, so we're just working on my stomach, etc. And that's why I'm actually having the surgery for my stomach, because I've done the weight loss, but because of my C-sections, I will never get a flat belly, so I have to have surgery.
That's right. Yeah. We have to expect these things.
Yes.
I guess we can't. You're a certain stretch of the skin, and then when things come down, there can be that, and it's we're much healthier.
Yes.
Because the weight's off. There's less inflammation from the fats. There's less depression, less breast cancer risk. All these things are much improved.
Yes.
And then there's more skin than we wanted.
Yes.
So then sometimes we need the surgeon's help for those things. And then we get back to where we were mentally, I think, beforehand.
Because I think mentally that's the only thing bothering me now after my weight loss and everything, that I'm happy with everything, but it's just that stomach part that needs to be fixed. And that's why I said it's the last part of my journey, but then I will obviously continue with the supplements, because a lot of people that don't take the supplements, they've told me
the supplementation that we've designed is to help with sugar control.
Yes.
So berberine and
definitely
ashwagandha.
does,
So,
yes.
and it seems to reduce cravings, so less need for sugar hits in the day. Energy, because energy is very important to feel like you start the day with a steady energy buzz. So the guarana and green tea and the supplementation helps with that.
Yes.
So, but above all else, I mean, we obviously like the supplement that we make, but consistency is the key. Whatever you're doing,
You have to keep making it, yes. You have to stick to it, you have to be consistent.
I think that's the most important thing, is if you can just do the same thing, and we say live this 80-20 life, just 80% of the time, you go to your session, you take your supplementation, you follow a sensible calorie controlled diet, you maintain good protein, do that 80% of the time, then month 1, month 2, month 3, you just suddenly see the changes are happening. I say suddenly, it's not meant to be sudden, but
it
one day you
doesn't,
go, oh, hang on a minute, this is working.
It's actually working,
So how did you find the consistency? Was there any, did you feel that did you have any other support? Obviously the clinic supports you, but did you have any other support from family or friends? Did you find that people started to like what you were doing?
Yes, so a lot of like my sister and mum have started following, and they've actually come to the clinic for help as well, and my friends, because they've seen the change in me, then they've all decided now they want to join this program as well to help them.
And it's not passive, that's the thing. You don't just come along, someone gives you something and you walk away.
You have to do extra work, You just can't rely on that stuff that's been given to you. You have to be consistent, like you said, with your diet, your exercise, and actually in taking the supplements, because I know some people, they take it for a month and they're like, oh, but we've not lost anything. I'm like, yeah, but you have to take it consistently. It takes time to work.
That's right. So the longer you can do these things for, the better.
The better, yes.
And also, things like medication are great, but they can be expensive, have side effects, and therefore, can you take them for 2 years, 5 years? Maybe supplementation is something that you can take for a longer term. I remember using supplementation. I wasn't in need of weight loss, but sleep was really impressive. This combination, magnesium, ashwagandha combination. I was going to bed a bit earlier, getting a deeper sleep, and waking up eyes wide. Like, oh, let's go to the gym, let's go and do something. And this, because one thing leads to another, better sleep, better energy, better focus, and then from there. And what about going forward? How are you going to keep yourself, you continue with supplementation, but we've got to keep going.
So
It doesn't stop, does it?
I'll keep my exercise going and healthy eating. But I've realised, once you go through the program and you break your bad habits, it just becomes a habit to eat healthy, make wise choices when picking food. Like, I still look at calories. If I pick something up and the calorie content, I'm like, I'll put it back, and everyone is like, you still do that? I said, yeah, because I didn't do all this work to go backwards. You have to keep consistent. Even though you've achieved your goal, you still have to keep consistent with your habits. Otherwise, you will go backwards to what you were before.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you want to keep going. Don't stop. Keep persevering with the same thing. You may find for a month or two, sometimes you just go, you can't quite get the same motivation going, but then don't be too hard on yourself. I think because guilt is never a very beneficial feeling. You probably felt a lot of guilt through this whole process. You probably felt as much guilt as you have happiness through the process. Like, and guilt generally not a very helpful emotion, and normally not appropriate, not correct, just something that we've had forced upon us. Social media can make you feel guilty about just about anything.
Oh yeah, how these moms have the babies and then they have the perfect body, and you're like, how did you do that? They don't show the work behind it, do they?
The work and the agony and the clever camera angles and everything else. But that pressure is out there. You obviously use social media to interact, to see what's going on in the world, and then bam, 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 it just sort of adds to the anxiety.
It does, yes.
Because it was not an easy thing that you did. It took a long time. There were some good weeks.
Yeah, there were
trickier weeks. But overall, you reach a point whereby you can have surgery.
Yes.
That's what you want to know. And so you're fitter.
Yes. I feel it.
Is that evident when you're with the children now? When you sort of run after
my
them?
energy levels are up. I can run after them, keep up with them, rather than just be like trailing behind them.
Yes.
Sluggish. I can't keep up with them. But yeah, definitely.
So when you make the meals now for the family, are they have they gone with you with this? Are they also doing similar things? They're happy to eat?
Yes, so the children are actually happy to eat the less oil, the less spices. My children actually like spices.
Yeah.
Even if I try to give them something, they're like, no, spicy. So I just try and keep it healthy and clean for the whole family. We eat the same thing. It's easier when you make it, and it's also putting the children into good habits for when they're older.
Yeah. And quantity, I guess it's important not to overdo
Yes.
the plate size. Sometimes I see families sometimes are on the heavier side, and I see that the parents' plates, and they probably just factor that the children's plate should be half that, but maybe you should ignore your plate and just think of a small plate of food being appropriate for a small child that way,
yes,
and not load and
Even though my little daughter, she always asks for second, and I'm like, seriously, how much are you going to eat, girl?
There's certainly a time when kids are growing.
Yeah.
And
No, but I've realised with her is when she's having a growth spurt, she always asks for second.
Yes.
Then I realise she shut up, so I'm like, okay, that explains why you were asking for more food. Not that I'm starving her, I'm not starving her, she does eat.
Totally, absolutely. And so you've got almost 2 years now. So is the younger one is
2 in December.
2 December, sort of full of energy and
oh yes,
keeping
she's
you
the
very busy.
troublemaker.
Sleeping, how is the sleep with the
Her
children?
sleep's got better, and so is mine now. Like before, when she was born, up until I think a few months ago, she was still waking up every few hours because she was in this habit of having milk throughout the night.
Yeah.
But it's like calmed down now. I think as she's reaching 2, she doesn't wake up that much. But I still take my supplements because I think they do help me get a deeper sleep, and I feel more energized in the morning.
And what about professionally? Now you are, so you're in work. You feel better connected to your body, the way you look and dress and things. Has it helped you in terms of your working life as well?
Yeah, so my confidence, like I said, when I have to meet clients, I'm more confident, I'm more focused.
Yeah, brilliant. So what's next for Anita then? You're going to get the surgery, recuperate from the surgery. And then you're going to maintain these good habits going forward as well. Fantastic.
Because there's no way I'm going back to where I was 2 years ago. I can't. You just can't. You just feel like you can't let that happen to yourself because you've seen the hard work you've done I've done for the last 2 years. I just can't go back to that.
So what sort of advice would you give for people in a similar situation, people from your community that maybe feel a bit trapped or not quite able to take that time for themselves? How would you?
Don't feel guilty and just take the first step. You don't have to take a big step, just small step. Take time out for yourself. If you don't want to go to the gym, just go for a walk. Just half an hour walk, just get out the house. It refreshes your mind, and that could be the starting point. It doesn't have to be something big as starting injections or going on supplements. You can just start with like half an hour exercise and then build it up from there.
Yeah, I think of life as being a mess. Okay?
Yeah.
By that I mean how you move, how you eat, how you sleep, how you smile.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the 4 things.
Yeah.
Life's always a mess, okay?
Yes.
But yeah, if you can move more, make some better sensible choices about how you eat,
Yes.
get some better sleep if you can by going to bed earlier, and then looking in your life what makes you smile, what doesn't make you smile, and lean toward what makes you smile.
Yes.
I think that is very, very key. But even small beginnings, like every journey starts with one step.
Yes.
And if it's going out for a walk, like you say, or just making that decision that now we should do something different. Let's get back to you.
To
which
you,
I think
yes.
is what's important, isn't it? Yeah.
And putting yourself first. It's not a bad thing putting yourself first because, like I said, you can only look after your children if you're fit enough yourself.
It's like when they on an aircraft and they say the oxygen will come down in the event of a crisis. Put your oxygen on first,
and then the babies,
and then the kids.
And
Okay,
you're like, no.
so that's good advice, I think.
That definitely is, but it just it panics you. How can I leave my child and put it on myself? But like you said, it's a good advice because you would only be able to look after the child if you got that mask on yourself first.
Absolutely. Well, Anita, lovely. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, we look forward to hearing your results post your surgeries. And of course, people can get in touch with us in the clinic if they want to get some advice about how to start these sort of journeys.
Yes, definitely. I would recommend to get in touch with you guys because
Welcome.
you're all great. They're
Thank
just
you.
not there to support you through the weight loss. They're there for everything, basically. You guys are amazing.
Thank you for coming on the Health Drive.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks to Anita for telling us her story about how she regained herself, essentially, after giving birth. It was very interesting to see how she'd done it. We were certainly able to help her in terms of weight loss, better energy, better sleep. But again, it comes down to the individual and also your relationship with people looking after you. I think that is the combination that you want. Is you're motivated, we can help, and that combination together is incredibly powerful. She has done so well. If you're interested in any of the things that she has said there, get in contact with the clinic and maybe we can help you too. But overall, keep watching the Health Drive. Prevention is better than cure. Catch the next episode. They're all brilliant and we're always learning.